Welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey. Continuing with the Luncheon Kingdom, we're going to be doing a lot more lava exploring because there's a whole area that kind of just lava that you go through. It's really weird. Because they usually don't make a whole area suited to just a transformation.
Well, they sort of do. It depends. Like, for some of the bigger ticket ones, they make you do that, like the tank area and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, I guess you technically also have the cheap areas and the underwater places, too.
But you don't technically have to use the cheap for those.
Yeah.
Minor nitpick. What is... Let's see, nitpick? Yeah. Or nitpick. Why aren't the potobos pink along with the Pepto-Bismol?
Maybe they didn't absorb it into their system yet.
Or something.
Can potobos eat?
Well, they're kind of just fireballs, so I don't know. Like,
Fire
I don't even...
eats. It devours everything.
Fire consumes everything.
Not entirely wrong.
Whatever.
I'm only trying to ask the deep questions here.
No,
to
Now,
keep the conversation
the real
going.
question is, can fire wear a hat?
Oh,
Apparently it can in this game.
If it's fireproof.
Can it grow a mustache?
If it's fireproof.
What? Where is it growing from? What is growing the hair?
From fireproof follicles.
this is
Just
why...
quit while you're ahead, Lewis.
He's not ahead, but he should quit anyway.
Oh, that worked.
Completely intentional.
Definitely.
This was an area where I found the second moon by complete fucking accident. Because this is the one where you have to flick to... yeah, something like that. Only before you reach the first moon, if you flick the fork to the right instead of up, you get to a hidden area that has a second moon. I tilted the analog stick and was flung to the right accidentally, and I found it by accident.
No, you meant to do that.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, now I can say I meant to do that. But one of those little happy accidents.
Well, eventually I just started looking behind everything in these levels once I knew that there was more than one moon in every one. You know, just for fun. And also, well, I mean, to find moons, but finding moons is fun, so you know.
And I also know at this point to just tilt the camera everywhere.
Also, okay, so I should actually bring mention to that. The camera in this game is good, which I don't think people are thankful enough for. Because people will always whine about a bad camera, but they'll never bring mention to when the camera's actually good. So,
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey, you have a good candle, you get a gold star. Good candle, what? You have a good camera, you get a good star. Good star, blah.
Thanks for the camera.
Yeah.
But I ain't asked for this candle.
You have a good star.
Take it back. I hope you got a gift receipt for that.
The little kids made you buy it with their magazine subscriptions, didn't you? Or sap.
You got hosed, my friend.
Well, not in this kingdom, because it's very hot. Although I suppose being hosed would
They
feel
should
nice.
probably have a hose. To put out all this raging fire.
I want to travel to the fire extinguisher kingdom.
It would probably dilute the Pepto-Bismol, though, if you put water in it.
Well, yeah. Water dilutes kind of everything. That's how it works.
It doesn't dilute other water, Ryan. Ha, checkmate.
Does it dilute grease?
I mean, technically.
Maybe. You know, they say never pour water on top of a grease fire for good reason.
That's because it makes the grease spread. Mountains of Pepto-Bismol in the background.
How are there hills of liquid? That's not how liquid works.
Shut
Like
up.
it solidifies.
Miyamoto's just sitting in the corner, being
Yeah,
very
I say
annoyed.
looking at all these cliff sides and these fucking flat earthers are masturbating furiously.
Well, I mean, it just ends here, so it's obviously flat, John. Okay, gosh.
Checkmate.
Although Super Mario
I
Galaxy,
thought we were playing checkers.
although Mario Galaxy does prove that it is a round world, but shush, don't.
Well, no, we know it's round in this one too because we have a map of the Earth.
Nah, don't worry about it, Ryan. It's flat. Trust me.
Ryan, you left one of the purple coins behind.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. There was one in the corner that you didn't pick
It
up.
looked like he did on my screen too. I'm not sure. I mean, he's probably got to collect them all anyway off screen.
He
Oh,
might
yeah.
have cut before he picked it up. Like, he might have cut too early. That's what I'll
Probably.
give Ryan the benefit of the doubt and just guess that that's what happened until proven otherwise.
Okay.
But I'll immediately betray him if it's not the case.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I'm used to this. Oh.
So, oh, it's this one. Okay. So, I spent like what felt like an hour trying to get to the top of this area using sick speedrun strats. But there's actually like just a thing you can catapult to with the Potopo later on to get on top. So it ended up being a massive waste of time. But you can do it. It's just, you know, a royal pain in the ass.
It's the Hammer Bros.
When I made that joke about this being Kaizo Mario, someone on Twitter actually like assumed that I thought that was what Kaizo Mario meant, and got on my case about it.
About what?
About me not knowing what Kaizo Mario is, apparently.
Oh.
Because I made a Kaizo Mario joke about the Hammer Mario throwing hammers everywhere. Oh,
You have to kill him. It's the principle of the matter.
Kaizo is Italian for hammer.
Definitely.
I'm pretty sure it means that.
Oh, there's something definitely up there because you have the ledge situation.
Here's a question: has anyone ever seen a block of cheese? You know, one of those big
Yeah.
ass.
I think once, but that was a long time ago.
Not like a block, but like a triangle of cheese, sure.
A wedge.
Well, you know, a big
Oh,
ass.
yeah, a wedge. There you go.
A
I'm
big
sorry. I don't know why
ass-
the word escaped me for a while.
A big ass solid thing of cheese, as opposed to slices. You know?
I've seen a wheel of cheese and I've seen wedges, but not a block.
Have you ever eaten one? Or
No.
eaten from
Well, eaten
one,
from
should
one.
say.
How can I
from
have
one.
eaten if I've never seen
In
it?
something that isn't thin ass slices, I mean, you know?
That sounds like a week of constipation, honestly.
Because apparently that's a thing, but I don't know.
Well, of course.
I don't really understand why. Oh, I
Well, I mean,
I
that's
keep,
supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to just eat the block in its entirety. You just cut from it.
Well, yeah, but you could is the point.
Why would you do that?
Just say that you did.
I mean, it feels cheddar, maybe.
why cheddar?
Well, I mean, I
Cheddar's
can't be
well,
the
cheddar's
only
one
one
of
who's
their
kind of
cheeses.
wanted to do it at one point, right? Like, when I was a kid, I kind of wanted
but
to
it's like
buy
a-
one of the big iceberg lettuce things and just, like, bite into it, you know?
Bite into it like an apple.
kind of.
Like
It
an
can't be
onion
the only
orange.
one who was curious.
Yeah, no, but yeah, you don't want to do that with cheese. You'll block your insides for a week.
Worth it.
No, I don't think it's worth the constipation, honestly.
Dude.
Favorite cheese though? Yeah, let's say cheddar, provolone, and a Cooper West.
I'm
so
boring.
there's
I'm
Sorry,
boring.
Cooper
White
Sharp,
American.
Cooper Sharp.
there's
White
this
American? Yeah, that is boring.
there's this Mexican cheese blend that we get. I like that. I don't know what types of cheese are in it because I'm forgetful.
I don't know what's in it, but I put it in my mouth.
Like it's a there's 3 different cheeses shredded in the same bag.
Well, you know,
And I like it.
You say that as a joke, John, but does really do really all that many people know what they're putting in their mouths? Do they read the ingredient labels on things? Do they
Well,
even
as a person,
glance
yeah,
for
you know,
more
I
than
gotta
half
say,
a
as a
second
person,
at the
as a
nutrition
person who
facts?
does enjoy hot dogs, I do have to confess I don't know what's in my mouth. So
Don't.
City rats.
It's better that way. Trust me.
You're happy.
they say if you love something, never find out how it's made.
I mean, if you can appreciate what goes into a good hot dog, and still eat it after the fact, then you probably have a career in cooking in your future. But I forgot about that, where there's just this one alcove off to the side that's just a slightly deeper lava pit.
Yeah. Yeah, I have enough moons to leave if I wanted.
Yeah, they don't dine and dash.
John Lewis, did you guys skip any any story stuff when you were playing the game and just move on to the next kingdom, or did you do all
Nope.
this?
No.
No, okay. I think I skipped maybe one, but I don't remember which one it was. God.
You see, for as open as this game is, I just feel that's wrong.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it clearly wants you to go that way, so...
Yeah, who am I to argue with Destiny?
I have to make the world peaceful. Get everyone get their stuff back.
Yeah, and then Mario can take it.
Man, I was just possessed by Mario, and boy, are my arms tired.
There's gonna be like a support group afterwards for people who have been possessed by Mario.
Yeah. And I imagine there's stuff up here too, so up I go.
This damn Hammer brother is going to come out of this with a permanent arm disability. Just watch.
I was trying to knock him
Or
into
he
the
could
lava.
fall into the lava.
Nope, he's still sitting. He's just sitting there.
Oh, he landed on something?
Yeah.
Watch him wake up and then fall into the lava the moment he moves.
Desmond, the Moon Hammer bro. How did I get here?
I miss Astuff movie. Have they made any more?
I think he makes one like one a year.
Okay, that's a good rate because that's especially for that kind of like lull random humor. If you do it too much, then it gets stale really quickly.
And you run out of ideas.
Yeah, basically.
Big pot on the volcano. I'll do everything but. Oh, he's thinking of ham.
Why is it always ham with these like cartoony meat things? You know, nobody wants a
Because
good
it's easier to draw.
nobody wants a good chicken. You know, I actually do not really care for ham very much. Like it.
What?
No, it's. You know, I'd rather.
I love ham.
I'd rather have almost any other version of pork. Like a good pork roast, delicious. Ham.
I'm with Ted on that one. Pork,
You're spending.
pork
It takes
roast,
way longer
bacon.
to make, and it's not as good. Like I guess I get why it was made originally because it probably preserved better. So they made it so that they could keep the meat for longer, which I guess makes sense. But we live in the
An
world of
oven-baked
2018.
ham with a maple syrup coat.
Oh no!
is
You see, that's why I
divine.
don't like. I don't like the sweet coats on the outside. It's gross. You
It
ruin.
complements the pork.
No, John. Sorry. You want to know what you sound like right now, John? One of those pineapple on pizza screw-ups who say, "Oh, it complements the taste of."
Well, I actually don't mind the pineapple on a ham glaze.
Pineapple on a ham glaze is okay. I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of
Put
sweet.
cherry.
I'm not
It's
a
like-
fan of
it's a
sweet
maple.
meat though. I'm more.
My mom glazes the ham with maple syrup, pineapples, cherries, and cinnamon.
That sounds like you're trying to make breakfast, John, not dinner.
I don't put cinnamon on my breakfast.
Well, you know.
But
Requires a firm but moist texture.
it is a nice crunchy coat that really brings out the taste.
you know, it goes well with ham, but it all kind of depends on whether you like.
Yeah,
ham
don't do
to
it with
begin
your raisin bran. It's just fucking weird.
I also wouldn't class pineapple as being something I would think of as a breakfast taste. It's a little too.
Well, pineapple's just gross in general. Like if you looked
No.
at that, if you looked at
No, pineapple literally eats you.
pineapple is like designed to not be eaten. Like look at that outside.
No, literally the bacteria inside of it actually eats you, which is why it has
Yeah,
that
it's like
taste.
the
it does.
enzymes will actually
Yeah.
break down your stomach if you left it in there for too long.
Which is kind of badass on pineapple's part because your stomach is some tough shit. Like it is designed to be able to like hold incredibly weird crap in there. So, that's impressive on the on the fruits part, but
Another golden turnip.
There was a moon inside.
Of course there was. Well, there was a 1 and a 3. I guess there must be a 2 at some point. Although that's a very odd. Although that's
New
a
recipe. If you throw another fucking turnip in there.
I need to learn how to make beef stew. now that
wow,
I'm
I
thinking
didn't know
about
that
it.
they were making a Super Mario Odyssey Final Fantasy DLC. I mean, I'm not surprised, but
everyone's getting a story mode in that game.
You need a beef stew recipe, Lewis? I got you, man.
All right, well, I'll hold you to that.
You want to know what I like having in on my ham? Cup noodles.
What?
I thought we were making fun of Final Fantasy 15, so I made a cup
No, but
noodles
you see,
joke.
that's the funny thing. There's a quest in Final Fantasy 15 where you literally choose a monster to hunt for ramen ingredients, and one of them is a fucking behemoth.
Oh, I was gonna say, is one of the monsters a giant decent cup noodle?
Now, I think like there's a behemoth, there's a crab, and there's something else. You have like 3 monsters to choose from.
So where the hell do the noodles come from?
Oh, a cup noodle.
Of course.
You're hunting for an ingredients for the ultimate cup noodle, but the cup noodle itself is instant ramen. You're just pepping it up by putting actual ingredients in there, which is apparently a thing that people do with cup noodles in Japan, where they actually appreciate good ramen.
I always wanted to make my own ramen. I just don't know where to start.
You have to buy the
it's-
right kind of noodles, probably from an Asian supermarket.
You don't know. You can make the noodles yourself. The thing about that though is that there's a certain kind of flour that you should be looking for.
Oh, you want to know why I know about that? Because of that freaking awful filler case in Spirit of
Hey,
Justice.
I like that case in Spirit of Justice.
That's case 4? That's case. You want to know what the other case 4s in this series are? Oh, my best friend almost committed suicide. Oh, look at this person die right in front of me. Oh, wow, I was horribly traumatized by this person dying in front of me. Oh, wow, I'm allergic to wheat flour. Yeah, one of these things is not like the other.
I agree that its placement is off.
Also,
But as a case itself, I thought it was fun.
The
We'll talk about
We
this
need to do
later.
a follow. We need to do a follow-up podcast on Spirit of Justice because we haven't done that.
that one. Okay, it's been so long. I'd have to play the game again, and I don't want to do that.
The point I was trying to make, though, is that, it's not really any more strenuous than making, like, a genuine, like, in a big-ass pot chicken noodle soup at home.
Well, that's what ramen is. It's just noodle soup.
Yeah, it's just, different. It's different in how you do it, but it's the same kind of cooking experience,
Yeah.
So if you've ever done that, you can make your own ramen. You just gotta
sounds time-consuming.
look up what you're supposed to do. Oh, it's always time. When you're making a big ass pot of soup, it is time consuming. You're making it basically for the couple days that follow. You're making
Little bit,
you're
yeah.
making it in a huge pot. You're eating a good serving of it when it's fresh, and then you're putting the rest in the in the refrigerator and heating it up later.
He's
Or-
not entirely wrong.
Or at the very
Yeah,
least,
either.
you're just making the broth ahead of time and then making the soup as you need it.